Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the round of 16 Osu Catch World Cup 2021. And today, right now, at UTC 10, we have Finland versus the Philippines as our third match. And just for a recap, in yesterday's two matches between Australia and South Korea, we had South Korea taking it 6-0, and Italy versus China was a little bit closer with Italy going 3 to China 6. And right now, we are on number 4, Ronald Bunzai, convert pick with a couple of tricky jumps to hit, but they will be coming out a bit later, so everyone holding early.
Oh yeah, and as we hit this first break, we see all players with a triple double S. All players holding strong so far.
Yeah. And Elux now joins us. How are you doing, Elux?
Doing great. It is completely early compared to you. It's 6 a.m. for me, but I'm wide awake. I'm ready to get these matches underway.
Yeah, 8 p.m. for me right now.
Man, all players still holding strong as we're approaching the halfway point. Really not much to talk about. All 6 players still holding a double S.
Not yet, but if someone's going to miss, it'll be right here. Everyone holding through it. The harder jumps will come later, so I found in practice it was like I'd maybe hit it 1 in 3 times, the end jumps, just they are very like harsh on timing and whatnot, and everyone hitting that little jump there too. So Finland looking like they've improved quite a lot from last week as well, having to melee quite a bit with Netherlands to secure their spot in the round of 16, coming out of the low seed as well, so
ooh, and Botburger's gonna drop for Finland. Just like that, the score is starting to grow on side of Philippines as we approach the final fourth of the map.
Yeah, and every second that Philippines go without a break, it's further sealing the fate for this first point. As it winds down, and in those trickier jumps, if someone were to miss, it would be far less consequential than if they missed where Botburger did, just because that 200 combo cap.
And Nikolai is gonna miss as well for Finland, and that all but seals the deal for this map.
Yeah, pretty expected from Bonray and Roido to get the SS. Kielzu as well as a very solid player. What happened to Kielzu?
What happened to everyone at the end? Everyone dropped but Kielzu. Not sure if they had any technical issues.
That looks like a technical issue on Kielzu's
Yeah, just
side.
stopped in the middle of those patterns.
Yeah, I was gonna say this. This takes me back to last year when Team Austria was having like a lot of technical issues. Like one of their players was like playing on a busted keyboard or something.
Well, at least this year, all players are required to have no fail on, so Philippines was able to take that point. Without that no fail, be looking at a different story right now.
Yeah, without the no fail, that would have actually been a free point for Finland.
Oh yeah. And while we're in between picks here, just a little recap from groups between these two teams. Philippines ended up sweeping their groups 3-0, beating Italy 5-2, Belgium 5-3, and Malaysia 5-0. Meanwhile, Finland finished their groups going 2-1. They lost to China 5-1, but they beat Peru 5-1 and beat out the Netherlands in a slugfest getting 5 unanswered points, winning the tiebreaker 5-4. That was a match, and hopefully we see another great match here.
Impressive reverse sweep from Finland, as it looked like it was just going to be all Netherlands in that match. Doing really well to not sort of get snowed under by the pressure and just bring it back.
Oh yeah, it's been a week and I'm still in shock about what I witnessed there. And Philippines are going to go ahead and choose Hidden 3. Ooh. Few tricky sections on this convert pick.
Yeah.
I believe it's around the late 200 mark. We have that tricky hyperdash area.
Yeah, there are a few like really janky sections throughout the song. There's no point of where you can really let your guard down. Obviously, it'd be a lot easier as a mod pick, or like as just a basic no mod pick. But as a hidden pick, this is pretty interesting.
Yeah, we see Botburger, Nikolai, and Jonsku on the side of Finland. Kyosu, Crowley, and Roido on the side of Philippines. So far, no substitutions underway. And there's the good luck, have funs in the chat. There's the chat command, and we're about to get this second round underway. Waiting for the client to sync everybody up.
Yeah, I don't believe there's any roster change for Finland, and Crowley swapping in for Monray, as Crowley does like his hidden.
And we saw that early miss from Roido, and I was thinking it was client lag, but it just turns out to be an early miss from Kyosu as well. And there's another drop.
Doesn't really surprise me. You can really just miss anywhere on this map.
And a double miss from Finland on that tricky hyperdash section, as Roido found a miss there as well. Botburger and Crowley, the only ones full comboing this map so far, holding on to a double S.
Yeah, and it's going to be very important for them to maintain that combo as well.
Kyosu back up to 200 combo as we approach the halfway point, followed by their teammate Roido. Jonsku, as soon as they get up to that 200 combo, they're going to drop, and that is huge for Philippines to get back into this.
Yeah, just underdashing that tiny jump in there and a little bit, and you really need to pay attention to that jump.
And there we see the score is starting to flip. Jonsku slowly working their way back up to that 200 combo mark. Gonna stop the bleeding for now, but Finland, single miss will swing it their favor.
Yeah, I'm surprised that it looks like so flickery at the moment.
And Nikolai's gonna drop. And just like that, that single miss is gonna be more as Crowley drops for Philippines.
This one's going to be pretty close toward the end. No one else looking like they're going to miss, especially not now that the song's over. And Philippines going to take it by about 56,000 points. So good start for Philippines, taking their first break point and then taking their point on hidden as well. Everyone doing pretty well on that. No one missing more than 5 times. And the SS from Botburger as well.
Oh yeah, and even though it's 2-0 right now, Finland has just been right there neck and neck with Philippines. It has not by any means been a one-sided match so far. Gotta think, they lost their no mod pick and they just lost hidden. So are they gonna go back to no mod, or are they gonna try and mix things up and go hard rock or double time?
Yeah, not too sure where they're gonna go right now. If I were to predict, I'd say they'd go for a specific. Never mind. DT3.
Double time convert, floating darkness, okay.
Yeah, interesting pick. This one in particular is really easy to underdash in particular. Although you can find the odd overdash here and there, I tend to under or over dash this one a lot. Just the approach rate feels like, I don't know, a bit slower than the pace or something.
Oh yeah, whenever I play any convert double times, that the approach rate always seems a lot slower than what the pace is due to the stream and notes on screen. But we see that no hidden modifiers, all players sticking with that default double time no fail. Same roster for Finland, but Boonray's gonna come in for Philippines.
Yeah. I actually wonder if Finland has their full roster at the moment.
That is a good question, as we see a miss from Jonsku early on. And followed by Kyosu and Botburger. Ooh, and Boonray, I didn't catch that miss earlier, but they ended up missing, and that score is going to be in favor for Finland right now. So all players, Botburger and Boonray both are going to drop, followed by Nikolai and Roido. Jonsku and Kyosu keeping their teams in this, and the score, it's flipping back and forth right now.
Yeah, the start of this song does tend to be like the most frequent place to miss. As like later in the song you will get like a bit more used to the pace and reading of it.
Roido's gonna drop, and that score is gonna start flipping in favor for Finland as we hit the halfway break. Finland sees that drop from Roido and know that they're in full control of this pick. Ooh, and Nikolai is going to drop just as Roido is about to hit that 200 combo mark. The score is slowly going to start leaning back over Philippines, but...
yeah, no one dropping there. So Nikolai going to start bringing his back up to 200, and I don't expect anyone would miss from here on out. I mean, it's totally possible to miss, but...
and Kyosu is going to drop just as soon as he say that, Quijibo, and the score is flipping back to from Philippines to Finland yet again.
So that's a very, very lucky timing for Finland right there. And looks
right
like
at the end.
Yeah,
Kyosu drops. Yeah, and back and forth pick, and Finland is going to come out with the point. 2-1.
Yeah, it seems like teams are a little bit more consistent this week all around. I think this week's map pool just sort of, in terms of difficulty, lines up with like a lot more players.
Well, the double time pick worked out for Finland. Let's see if Philippines is going to go back to hidden since they won that, or are they going to try and change things up and go hard rock?
Well, they do have quite a variable roster, so I think they could go anywhere they want, really. They did also take the point on no mod too, so they could pick something like the baddest, where I think that would be of advantage to them.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of nasty patterns in that convert. Philippines taking a little bit of their 2 minutes to decide on how they want to continue about this match. And in the meantime, we have banners now. Banners are now out. If you haven't gone to the store, go over, grab a banner, support your team. Money goes towards the prize pool.
They look really nice. I already got my Australia one and it looks lovely.
Oh yeah, I got my United States one in. Gotta say, it looks pretty fancy on that profile page, and we're gonna see Hidden 2 come from Philippines, so they are going to stick with their hidden pick.
Yeah, this will be interesting to watch. I was gonna say before, the one map that I think will be interesting to see played out will be Hard Rock 3 as well.
Oh yeah, and the tricky thing about this pick is not just the lower approach rate as you see in 8.4, but it's also the constant BPM change.
Yeah, it can catch you off with quite a few patterns. I found the easiest part of this map in terms of patterns and pace is like later on in the map when you've got hyper jumps. That for me is the easiest part.
Clients all synced up and we're underway with this fourth pick. See Botburger, Nikolai, and Jonsku still for Finland. Perhaps you're right, they might not have their full roster available as we see Crowley, Kyosu, and Roido for Philippines and Jonsku with the early miss.
Actually, on that, I did look back through one of the logs, and we have 11 out of 12 of the players here, so one team is missing a player. So I don't think I saw Kaguya for Finland, so that might be our missing player.
Roido's gonna find the drop a little bit ago. We end up missing that. Score is gonna flip over to Finland as Jonsku's getting back up to that 200 combo mark. And Jonsku's gonna drop yet again, and that score is gonna instantly flip back over to Philippines as we see Roido approaching that 200 combo mark, and Jonsku just dropping again, having a little bit difficulties getting with the rhythm of this map, possibly that BPM change, as we see Nikolai and Botburger dropping. And that score difference is just growing in favor of Philippines right now as we enter this spinner.
Yeah, Philippines doing really well here. I think this might actually be enough for them to, completely make it throughout the song now.
Yeah, Crowley dropped. Nikolai and Kyosu are going to trade. Crowley and Jonsku are going to trade. Nikolai again.
Yeah, I was going to say, even with the drops, the whole of the Philippines team is already well over 800k and gone past 850. Yeah. So, there's not enough time to make up that sort of deficit.
And Philippines with a decisive victory on that hidden pick, now leading 3-1.
Yeah, very, very smart pick for the Philippines, that one. So, with this, we might actually see Finland go back to DT, or maybe they'll try and feel out a hard rock pick. We will see.
And not sure what happened to Kyosu. There at the end, they were holding a full combo throughout almost the entire map, and just at the end started missing. Possible lag on their end.
Yeah, it could be that, but you could also find yourself out of pace so easily on a hidden.
Oh, that's so true.
Slow AR hidden map. And being off the pace for any time at all is devastating.
Well, Hidden is now completely checked off the board. Gotta wonder what Finland's gonna go with. They won their double time pick. They could perhaps go back to double time. All 3 Hard Rock maps still available. We have No Mod 2, No Mod 3, and No Mod 5 still available as well. If I was Finland, I would go back to the double time.
Yeah. I'd probably, if I were picking double time... I don't know, if I were Finland, I might go for Wakusei Rabbit.
And indeed they are.
Yeah, that one is not surprising. I was gonna say, if it was me though, I would have gone for DT2.
Oh yeah. DT1's pretty dense for a double time pick.
Yeah, low AR, high density is pretty easy to miss on, as it turns out.
And we see Botburger, Nikolai, and Johnsku still staying in. As we see Rusty and Boonray coming in for Philippines. Roido still staying in.
See, I think the only player yet to play for Philippines of their roster is Kagamine Rin, but we'll probably see Kagamine come in for Hard Rock. Although Kielsu is also a very capable Hard Rock player at the same time.
Oh yeah, this is so true. As we start up our 5th pick, waiting for our client to catch up. Finland, they won their double time pick and they're hoping to make it go 2-0 in double time. They're trying to catch up to a quickly running away match in favor of the Philippines.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Bonray and Roido just wanted to get the point. A little too eager.
All players up to 200 combo, but Rusty followed by Nikolai.
But Rusty did miss a couple of times from the look of it, and his back has...
But Johnsku is going to drop as well, and that's going to be in favor for Philippines.
Oh, no doubt, yeah.
Johnsku reaching that 200 combo mark just as soon as Rusty's going to drop, but Botburger's going to trade that. No more full combos on the side of Finland. Roido's going to drop as well. Boonray, the lone full combo, and double S in the pick. Score is starting to flip as Rusty's getting up to that 200 combo mark, followed with Botburger. Slight advantage in favor of Finland right now, as Roido is just now getting back up with everyone else.
So yeah, next miss really will sort of determine everything, as the deficits aren't really all that, like there's not that much of a... That is very close, 5,000 point gap.
Oh yeah.
So even like a spin or a swing in accuracy can determine it. I don't think there's a spinner though. So this might all come down to a miss.
Oh yeah, I do believe you're right about that, Queechy Pope. Boonray still holding on to that double S. The Philippines is going to need a Finland miss here.
Yeah,
and they will not get one.
5,000 points of difference, that whole end of the song. That is very close.
Oh yeah.
Only just getting it back.
As we see all 3 players from Finland having that one miss, Boonray, they ended up being the only one with a full combo on that pick, double S no less. In Finland, as far as double time goes, they seem to have found their groove against the Philippines.
Oh, I don't know if I'd say that. That was a little...
It was close. It was close. Though coming coming out of double time, winning both double time picks. You gotta be feeling pretty confident in that map pool.
Yeah. So I kind of want to see Hard Rock 3 get picked. I just want to see it get played out.
Yeah, Hard Rock has not been picked yet at all in this match. You gotta wonder, when is it gonna be busted out? Philippines did win that no mod for that breakpoint on our first pick of the match, so perhaps they'll go back to that. And it appears that Roido is calling for a timeout.
Yeah. So I looked back through the sheet for Italy versus China yesterday for that Convert Hard Rock pick, and it was pretty impressive actually. It was 5-way FC, and the thing that separated the two teams was a single miss.
Oh yeah, that Italy-China match, that was just insane. A lot of close rounds on that one.
Yeah, Italy a very strong team. China obviously a very strong team.
That one, I was surprised that one didn't go to tiebreaker. Honestly, I was predicting a tiebreaker on that.
Yeah, very well could have gone to tiebreaker.
Rest in peace, my pick'ems.
Oh.
Yeah, if you're just now joining us, we are currently at a tactical timeout. Philippines called a timeout to think about their pick and get things situated on their end, currently winning 3-2. Finland starting to come back and make it a match. How do you think this one's going to end, Quijibo?
I do think Philippines have a bit more of an advantage here with their roster. So I think Philippines still have a good chance to take it, but Finland is doing quite well to fight back at the moment. So I think if Finland can stay consistent, at least on the other DT pick, and they could probably get 3 or 4 points.
Oh yeah, as we see Hard Rock 1 being busted out. Finally, the first Hard Rock pick of the match. As we see Lino and Naksu coming in for Finland, the first substitutions that we see out of them so far this matchup. And there's Kagamine Rin coming in for Philippines. You said it earlier, see them coming in during the Hard Rock pick, and we did.
Yeah, and this Hard Rock pick, this one actually seemed to catch me out more than the other two, even though it's considerably easier, I'd say. It's just got a couple of awkward notes to hit in there.
Oh yeah, there is that slow section somewhat in the middle that wouldn't call it memory, but need to react fast.
Yeah, I think the biggest one is later in the song. There's like 2 hyper notes into a stream, and it's, I guess, slightly awkward with timing, so it can be quite easy to just underdash the first note of the stream with it. So we might actually see a player or two do that in this match.
Yes, we're just waiting for the mods get all situated. Botburger, Lino, and Naksu looking to tie it up. Kagamine Rin, Boonray, and Roido looking to make this a 4-2 match.
Yeah, I'd say this is a pretty good pick for Philippines. I would give them the advantage here, as Roido is consistent on everything, and Bonrei and Kagamine are good hard rock players as well.
Start command is in. Everybody's loading in, and we see Kagamine Rin, the only one choosing that hidden modifier. If you are new to Catch World Cups, hidden provides no score bonus. It is purely player's preference for double time and hard rock picks on reading.
Yeah. Although I think
Naxu, with that early miss.
Strange early miss. Roido gonna early miss as well. Just slide under dashes. Bonrei gonna miss as well. I was gonna say right before the misses came in, I was actually gonna say hidden might actually be not the best mod to tack on with hard rock for this map in particular, but I'm being proved wrong so far.
So we see our first 200 combos on the board. Slight advantage Finland. See Naxu slowly making their way up to that 200 combo mark, with Roido slowly catching up. Same with Boonray, and the bleeding it stopped for Philippines. It's going to be roughly 50,000, 60,000 score difference, roughly.
Yeah, it's probably a lot better for them to actually miss just before a quicker section without a bunch of sliders.
Ooh, and Naxu right at the stream.
That was exactly the part I was talking about, where it's like 2 hyper notes into that stream. It is just so easy to miss that first.
Oh, but Boonray is going to drop as well, followed by Naxu.
Naxu's going to trade him back though, so this could easily go back to Philippines.
Indeed it is, as we're going to see that score slowly flipping.
A spinner, actually. We'll see. Sometimes the flicker can be a bit stiff, but Philippines going to hold on to it by about 5,000 points.
And despite the dual double S on the side of Finland, just that miss from Naxu right there at the end before the streams just more or less sealed the deal on that pick for Finland. Kagamine Rin, the lone full combo on the side of Philippines. As Philippines now leads 4-2.
Yeah, and I think Finland will probably go back to DT here and just use the whole pool. It does seem like that could be their strat, and then I think after that they actually could contend Philippines on hard rock. I mean, that really wasn't. That was kind of like Wakusei Rabbit. The score difference was only in the thousands, as opposed to like the tens of thousands or anything like that. So they seem to be pretty close on hard rock and double time at the moment. So maybe it might benefit Finland to stay away from no mod.
It might, but that has got to be heartbreaking if you're Finland just at the end losing that point. Finland taking a little bit of time decide how they're going to pick this, and they are going to go with no mod too.
Now this one is a pretty interesting pick because it's pretty free beyond the first 200 combo, but the first section is like it's really easy to just miss.
Yeah,
like uncharacteristic misses, sorry.
But yeah, this is really an interesting pick. You would think that Finland would stick with double time as they won both their double time picks, but throwing a curveball here.
Yeah, I think if I could have, if this were like a solo matchup, like 1v1s, and you were versing someone, what are the odds that you would ban this? So I'd say for me, if Hidden 2 wasn't in the pool, this would be my ban.
I'd have to agree with you on that. All the times that I've played this in that beginning area, 1 or 2 miss almost every other time. So it's really going to come down to that first 200 combo. Whatever team can maintain throughout that entire beginning is going to take this point, in my opinion.
Yeah, there is a spinner trap at the end as well, but after a week of practice, I don't think any team will fall for the spinner trap. But yeah, this one, I think there is a good chance that if some players miss the start, then they could miss some of the stuff later on, just with a slight overdash or something. Just like, because sometimes when you miss stuff that feels like a little bit janky, it can often tilt players.
As we see Botburger, Jonsku, and Nikolai for Finland looking to get their 3rd point on the board. Kyosu, Boonray, and Roido looking to make it match point. And we are underway.
This is making me anxious to see. And here we're about to see if anyone will miss or how many people will hold through it.
And Jonsku is going to be first one to drop in that beginning section, as all other players are up to 200 combo.
Yeah, it's absolutely no surprise as well. As that section, I think all the players have done like pretty well to mostly get through that completely, you know, with their FCs intact.
Oh yes, we so see a 5-way double S.
It's not hard to hit, but it's really easy to miss time.
Oh yeah, still a 5-way double S on the board, and that 1 miss from Jonsku early on, but Botburger's gonna drop. And that score difference is going to keep growing in favor of Philippines, as it looks like this Nomad 2 pick could be backfiring.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where like the most minuscule of mistake can actually determine the outcome of a match. Oh, Nikolai falling for the spinner trap.
Well, we're going to see a 3-way double S on Philippines.
Yeah, Philippines very strong on that one.
And that Nomad 2 pick backfired in the worst way possible. Philippines showing no sign of weakness with Nomad. Match point, and it's their pick. The worst possible situation to be if you're Finland. Though, we'd seen it last week. They came back from a huge deficit against the Netherlands. Can they do a repeat right here against the Philippines?
Yeah, let's see. I'm predicting Hard Rock 3 or No Mod 5 for this one.
Yeah, I would not be surprised at all if they end up pulling out No Mod 5. Philippines taking a little bit of time trying to figure out what their best possible pick could be to finish out this map.
But yeah, my prediction is going to be Hard Rock 3.
Alright. Yeah, either No Mod 5 or Hard Rock 3, I would say, because that Hard Rock 2 pick is In my opinion, that Hard Rock 2 pick is just a bit harder no mod.
Yeah, it is it's a very, like, I guess simple introduction to higher level, like, speed play, I guess. It's quite a forgiving map, in my opinion. And I think in practice, I don't think I ever had more than 2 misses in any given play.
Ooh, but they are gonna go with Hard Rock 2.
Ooh, that's interesting. Although this is something that they can 3-way SS here. I mean, we did see yesterday with teams, like, there'd be like 5 FCs, several SSs.
Yeah, though just as easily as we could see a 3-way full combo for Philippines, we could easily see a 3-way full combo for Finland as well. Botburger, Johnsku, and Lino.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Botburger, Johnsku, and Lino looking to keep in this match, looking to keep their hopes alive. Kagamine Ren, Boonray, Roido, wanting to close this match out.
Yeah, I do believe Lino and Jones, who did both play last year, and they were on the Hard Rock roster last year as well for Finland. And Botburger is a pretty good tourney player as well. I have played with him in AXS in the past. So
Kagamine Ren still opting to stick with that hidden modifier. But the question is, can Finland pull a repeat? Or will they be sent to losers?
I think it all depends on where the first miss for any player is here, and if both teams miss. This is a map where all it takes is 1 miss, and that's it.
And that one first miss is going to come from Johnsku right before that 200 mark. So we still see a 5-way double S so far from everyone else. And that score is just starting to grow rapidly in favor of Philippines as Johnsku slowly approaching that 200 combo mark. But they're going to drop right before they get it, and that score is going to continue growing for Philippines.
Yeah, very unfortunate for Finland at the moment. They're going to need a 3-way drop from Philippines right now.
Yeah, and Botburger dropped, and it's going to take a few more misses on the side of Philippines for Finland to get back in this, as Lino, the only full combo on the side of Finland now, trying to keep their team back in this pick, but still a 3-way full combo on the side of Philippines, and that score is just continuing to grow as Botburger now finally catches up with the rest of his team.
Yeah, a map like this would play really strongly into Philippines' strong suits when it comes to these sorts of things.
And Lino is going to drop right before the spinner. No more full combos on the board for Finland, and dare say that's going to seal the deal.
At this point, Philippines have taken their 6th point, and this will finish up with Philippines 6 and Finland 2. So Finland doing quite well to actually make some points off the Philippines, as Philippines is a really strong roster this year. Definitely a strong late game contender in the Philippines.
Oh yeah, definitely. As we see that 3-way full combo on the side of Philippines, Boonray Roido with that double S, Kagamine Ren, just that single droplet miss away from a double S, but that's going to be it for Finland. They are sent down to losers as Philippines are going to take this 6-2. Few close maps.
Definitely, yeah.
I'm sure the scoreline didn't really surprise most people.
Yeah.
Finland, good luck to them and losers.
Yeah, and so Philippines will face the winner between Indonesia and Russia, and Finland will face whoever loses out of that match. So not an easy match for Finland next week, as Indonesia and Russia look pretty stacked this year in terms of players, and quite a few players from both teams have been performing really well in community tournaments as well. So we'll have to wait and see how those matches go.
And our upcoming matches are on screen for you right now. We have France-Taiwan. Unfortunately, that is not going to be streamed. Our next streamed match is going to be Hong Kong versus Poland. That is going to be quite the matchup. Both strong teams, Hong Kong, Poland. That one can go either way. We have Indonesia versus Russia, Germany versus Chile, and United States versus Canada to close us out for the day.
So yeah, we're going to have some really interesting matches coming up, and looking forward to quite a few of these. Although for a couple of them, I'll have to actually go back and watch them later on. So it's a couple of these matches are like when I'm going to be like well asleep.
Tragic. You miss any, I'll try and keep you updated on them.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, and if you haven't yet, banners are out, so go check them out. They are in the store now. They look quite nifty on your profile page, and all proceeds from them go to help fund the prize pool. So if you have not checked those out, please go to the store and check them out. They look quite nice. Quijibo has that amazing Australian banner.
Yeah, the Australian banner looks very nice, I will say. I'm supporting the boys. And Elux with the USA banner, supporting his boys.
Yeah, and without further ado, we'll see y'all in 2 hours.
See you soon.